It deals with the utilization of science and the math applied practical problems in the fields of communications. Electronic communications engineers engage in research design, development, and testing of electronic equipment used in various communication systems. It is due to these engineers that we enjoy such modern communication devices as cellular telephones, radios, and televisions. Higher education opportunities for electronic and communication students. There is lot of scope for students doing MS or MTech in the field of electronic and communication. Having masters will certainly improve your career prospects and help you to get hired by top MNCs. Government across the globe are spending millions of dollars in the field of research and development. So, scope for doing PhD in this field is risk worth taking. You will get scholarship and financial aid to do PhD from various government and non-government organizations. If you planning to do MS or PhD programs in US, you had to go through GRE and TOEFL exams. For MTech, you should score high in GATE exam. Major universities which offer MS are MA stand for University, University of California, University of Linus, California Institute of Technology, etc. Jobs and careers. Electronics and communication products and solutions are used in various industries across the world. This field has an opportunity in two types of companies: telecom industries and software industries. An electronics and communication engineer can work in aviation and avionics, consumer electronics, electricity plant, manufacturing, transportation, communication and telecommunication, computer application, radio and television, diagnostic equipment manufacturing and offshore companies. There is an opportunity to get a central government job, state government job, and in public and private sector. One can get a job in a fields like defense, railways, All India Radio, Airport Authority of India, Post and Telegraph, Indian Engineering Services, etc. Here are few firms which require the electronics and communication engineers: BER, DMRC, Siemens, Texas Instruments, Intel, Philip Electronics. You could join a startup or could begin your own and become an entrepreneur. Our country needs lots of them. Government has many programs to encourage and support both financially and intellectually if you have good ideas. Salary. An electronic engineer has a scope of career in India and abroad. If you are an electronic engineer, you can get the initial package of 3.5 to 4.5 lakh per annum in India and up to $60,000 to $70,000 per annum in abroad. Hope this helps. All the best for your future. And for more videos, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Now there is another video, short video on job opportunities for electronics and telecommunication engineers. I would show you that video also.
From every 8 out of 1 engineer passing out each year is electronics and communication engineers. And every one of them have questions like, what should I do? How much will I earn? Where will I work? If you are looking for answers of these questions, this video is for you.
Yes, sir.
Electronics and communication engineering job opportunities can be divided into two categories: hardware and software jobs.
There are two sounds.
Now, hardware can be again classified in three categories: design, research, and production. Design.
Anyone asking any question? Bhavesh?
सर आप अपना माइक बंद कर दीजिए ना सर, डुअल आवाज आ रहा है वीडियो के टाइम पे.
Yeah, what is the problem, Bhavesh? Okay, I'll.
सर डुअल आवाज आ रहा है. आप अपना माइक बंद कर देंगे ना सर तो डुअल आवाज नहीं आएगा.
Okay. I'll switch off the microphone. And
From every 8 out of 1 engineer passing out each year is electronics and communication engineers. And every one of them have questions like, what should I do? How much will I earn? Where will I work? If you are looking for answers of these questions, this video is for you. Electronics and communication engineering job opportunities can be divided into two categories, hardware and software jobs. Now hardware can be again classified in three categories: design, research, and production. Design jobs are mostly related to designing and testing of new electronic components and products like mobile television, etc. Now it requires high skills of mathematics and electronics. Research jobs are mostly related to new product development like high-speed computing, sophisticated control systems. It requires high skills in mathematics, electronics, programming language, and controls. It is also considered to be high-profile job. Production jobs are mostly related to manufacturing of electronic components and also in maintenance of electronics hardware in power plants, oil refineries, etc. This requires practical understanding of fundamental of electronic circuit boards. Now, software jobs can also be divided in three categories: embedded coding, testing, and solution architect. Embedded coding is set of commands and program embedded in control systems like integrated circuits, chips, etc. It requires high skills of programming language and understanding of electronics. Testing is basically verifying embedded logic or code in control systems, also functionality of hardware. It requires basic understanding of programming language and electronics. A solution architect basically designs the logic and overall layout of product with respect to its functionality. It requires high skills on logic, mathematics, programming language, and electronics. This is also a high-profile job. These jobs are divided in three industries in India: public sector, government sector, and private sector industries. Majority of public sectors like BHEL, NTPC, IOCL, BPCL, etc. have job opportunities in production. Few PSUs like BEL, HAL, BSNL, Railways, and Meteorological Department have job opportunities in design and research sector. The electronics engineers have equal opportunities in both hardware and software jobs. Pay in public sector is around 50 to 55,000 per month, but growth rate is linear. Government sector jobs are mostly in research and design. Equal opportunities are there in hardware and software jobs. Major government sector are ISRO, DRDO, BARC, etc. Pay in government sector is around 45 to 50,000, but here growth rate is also linear. Electronics engineers also have opportunities as EMI or EMC test engineers in regulatory test laboratories such as ERTL, ETDC, ERDA, government authorized, and UL, TOV, SGS, etc. as private companies with good pay. Now, private sector has equal opportunities in every field in both hardware and software jobs. Electronic engineer does have ample opportunities in electronic industry as well for design, research, and development domain. Nowadays, there is lots of innovation going on in automobile industry, and every big player is coming with innovative and optimized solutions in their respective vehicles. One of the biggest example is Tesla Motors. In private sector, initial pay varies from high-paying jobs of 60 to 70,000 to 20 to 25,000 based on your capability. Growth for initial period is linear, but with the experience, it will be exponential. Major recruiter in private sector are Samsung, LG, Dell India, Honeywell, etc. in core electronics, and Tata Teleservices, Vodafone, Reliance, Wipro, Cisco for communication fields. If you like the information, please like, share with your friends and family.
Okay, just have 2 minutes left because I said that at 10:35 I will leave you so that you can go and join the seminar. Okay, so your topic, what is the topic for the seminar? I think one of you have posted in the chat box. Okay, environmental ethics. Okay, now suppose this topic is given to you for group discussion, environmental ethics. So what do you think about it? Can anyone talk? See, I'm not going to start any new topic now. It's hardly 1 minute left. So what do you understand by ethics and what are environmental ethics? Drumil, can you make an attempt? Yes, Nimisha, yeah, you can talk. Nimisha, you have raised the hand, so you can speak. Hello. What are ethics? We are going to study the ethics also in this course. Okay, what do you understand by the ethics? So when we say that our
Good
behavior,
habits.
yes, good habits, yes, Josh, very good, yes, or yeah, Drumil, or one of you have raised the hand. Okay, so can you speak? And what are okay good habits? So then, yeah, yeah, continue. Yes.
So it says like how can we communicate professionally, or like how should we communicate?
How should we communicate? Okay, yes, like the communication should be such that it should not hurt anyone, right? Okay, so you should when you are talking to someone, you should be talking to other person with respect, because everybody has his own respect. The respect has to be protected. Okay, right. Then what are environmental ethics? Hello.
How we keep our environment nice and tidy and that stuff.
Yeah, you should not pollute the environment. Okay, environment is giving everything to us, right? So we should be respectful to the environment. We should not cause environmental degradation. We should not pollute the environment. We should not cut the trees unnecessarily. Okay, then our activities should be such that environmental environment is sustained for the future generations. There should be sustainable development and growth of the community. So all these aspects you will listen to in the environmental ethics seminar. Okay, now today you are going to attend the seminar. Now you please prepare a small presentation on that what you have learned. Okay, it's